Hello and welcome to CotoCat Mets. The Mets in Game 3 of their 4-game set with the Dodgers in LA. And a lot of things going on in this game. Here's Mookie Betts clearing the bases in the second inning. But the Mets have come to finally hit. Seems like a big game. The fan base kind of freaking out. All they did was lose 2 in a row to a really good team on the road. But it kind of felt like a must-win. And Peterson on the mound has been shaky. You might remember last start, he had to leave after 4 2/3, even though he had the lead and didn't qualify for the win. And Buck kind of yanked him in that game with, sort of a toughen up kid kind of message. And on Gil Hodges' night, a player and manager special to both of these franchises, Buck Showalter is going to own everyone, starting with delivering the same message to Peterson again, as the Mets are going to hit back after Mookie Betts cleared the bases with that double, and they're going to give Peterson the lead again as Alonso caps it with his first dinger of the game. Pete, on fire at Dodger Stadium, the polar bear likes Chavez Ravine, and this is where Buck is literally going to pull a Gil Hodges move. Gil Hodges famously removed Gary Gentry after a loud foul ball in Game 3 of the '69 playoff series against the Braves, brought in Nolan Ryan, who pitched the Mets to the sweep victory and on to the World Series. And here tonight, he just doesn't like the matchup. Mookie Betts ropes this foul ball down the line, and he decides, I got to get Peterson out of the game. Holderman comes in, makes everything right, strikes out Mookie Betts, and the Mets hold on to a lead they will not relinquish thanks to Buck's wise decision. But he's not done. In the 9th inning, the Dodgers try to get a position player into the game to save some of their bullpen, and the Mets are having none of that. Buck Showalter seems to remind the umpires that no, it's not a 6-run lead. After the game, he was quoted as saying something like 9 minus 4 is 6. It isn't. And unless you have a 6-run deficit or more, a position player cannot pitch. So McKinstry is denied, and the Dodgers have to use one of their relievers, which could help the Mets in Sunday's game. But just because he owned Dave Roberts in the top of the 9th doesn't mean he can't use another event in the game as a teachable moment. Jeff McNeil frustrated with the umpire, and Buck's on board with that. But when Jeff shows this kind of anger, we're up 9-4, it's the 9th inning, get your composure, you know what, come to the bench. Not quite Gil Hodges walking onto the field and taking out Cleon Jones, but still, Buck Showalter delivering messages right to the end of the game. And it was Pete Alonso's opposite field laser that really iced the game, was the exclamation point. And he's going to bring Dodger fans and Met fans together. Such a Gil Hodges night moment as they're going to hug and the Dodger fan gives the Met fan the ball. Pete Alonso having an MVP caliber season, uniting the fans at Dodger Stadium, igniting the Mets offense. And the Mets roll on a night that Buck owned everyone.
Deeper, and we gave him a lot of opportunities. I hope he's disappointed.
Click that like and then subscribe, watch, enjoy, and take some pride in that team they call the Mets. And then we'll sing, "Let's go Mets!"